So thank you guys. It's just a quick recording, a quick section actually. So people have been asking me about I should come and actually give my opinion. So I just wanted to give it quickly. So this I'm not going to allow anybody to actually join the live. So I'm just going to actually just react to the trending story of what is going on. So yeah, let me just actually play a video quickly before actually before just giving my own analysis of how I think the whole thing will actually work we play on. I didn't announce it. It's just because I just finished doing one or two things. Let me just play one video quickly.
There are players that got theirs in just 2 3 weeks. So there is to us what we consider as a breach of that regulation. And that was why we submitted that.
So what is the hope of Nigerians? Because some people are already on the street to believe that
we are waiting. You heard what I told you. The Congolese rule says you cannot have a dual nationality. Obisaka has a European passport. There are so many of them that have European passport. Some of them French passport. Some of them Dutch passport. So the rules are very clear. We cannot say anything now, but we have submitted our
Some are saying FIFA rule is different from DR Congo.
It's different from DR Congo. That's why FIFA cleared them. FIFA regulation says once you have a passport of your country, you are eligible.
Yes.
Now, as far as people are concerned, they are eligible. That's why they are cleared by FIFA. But our contention is FIFA was deceived into clearing them, because it is not the responsibility of FIFA to make sure that regulations of Congo are being avoided by. The FIFA goes by its own regulations, and it was on the basis of what was presented to FIFA. It was on that basis that FIFA declared them. But we are saying it was fraudulent.
So then, guys, let me just quickly give my own reaction to it quickly before I have to go off very, very quickly. Have like 10 or 15 minutes to actually talk. I wanted to do like a recorded section, but just because I just think I should engage with you live there. Do it in like 10 or 15 minutes and I'm done. See, this is not just one thing that is on ground. There's a lot of things that's actually what on ground. I'm going to take it one after the other. See, I'm not here to tell you that qualifying for the World Cup and this thing. I don't believe in this NFF. And if you have been following this channel for months, I don't think you will agree that I will support this NFF. I don't think so. I just think that they are so tactical the way they behave, but I want to explain the rule so that I'm coming here not to support the NFF, but just come here to explain the rule. The rule. There's nothing that stops it. This NFF, they're not getting second time. This is not about NFF, just to come and explain the rule. See, there is FIFA rule, there is domestic rule. If you can provide passports for FIFA, that shows that you actually were eligible for that certain country. They will clear you for that country. There's a process to it. They will clear you. I remember a Super Falcon player, I'll not mention her name. She got this grandfather Nigerian heritage. But before she could obtain her passport, they had to trace that heritage. So FIFA don't need to trace the heritage for you again. Since you can provide that passport, that means that the authority of that country involved, they don't do everything. They don't do everything. So in the case of DR Congo, it's different. And I'm going to, out of the 6 players involved, I don't want it to be too long video. I'm going to pick the case of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and I'm going to explain it to you. In the DR Congo law, you are not allowed to hold words. You're not allowed to be a dual national in DR Congo law. But there's exemption to it. Because you cannot dictate where you will be born. It's not your destiny. So they now say, okay, if you are born outside of DR Congo before the age of 21, you can now decide which country you want to keep the passport. Is it DR Congo passport that you want to hold, or you want to hold the country of your birth? That is it. So after that, you are no longer eligible to hold those two passports after the age of 21. So if you now hold the passport, if you are above the age of 21 and you want to play for, or you want to hold the Congo passport, you must denounce the other citizenship that you actually would hold. That is it. So in the case of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think he changed his nationality at 25. So that is actually what you at that point in time. It's not changed. He was holding a UK. What's it called? Was he holding a UK passport? Simultaneously with Congo passport. What Congo FA presented to FIFA is what is Congolese passport, but he's still holding a UK passport. So it's not meant to have a UK passport. It meant to be only what Congolese what passport. There was a situation like that for Nigeria too. There was a player called Tobias Lawa. Tobias Lawa, I think currently now he plays for Genk in Belgium. He was meant to represent Nigeria as a goalkeeper, but because Austrian law doesn't also allow what dual national, he wasn't able to play for Nigeria. I think he now plays for Austria, because if he's to play for Nigeria, he has to renounce that Austrian citizenship and take Nigerian passports fully. There's so many stories to that. Let's now go to the fraudulent case. What they are contesting here is that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not even meant to have like a DR Congo passport simultaneously with UK passport. So FIFA will not check all the database of players. They rely on the government to also do the job. But if any player is found to acquire a passport illegally, like he can acquire it, but if it's illegal, there is a fraudulent case there's a fraudulent scenario here. It happened before in the past. Some of you here at your school that you are graduating African football, Guinea Equatoria went to go and get some Brazilians or so to come and play for them. If you remember the case very well. So to go and get Brazilian, those guys from Brazil, don't forget they got DR Congo, I think from Brazil or Spain, they got DR Congo's passport. But when FIFA realized, I think it was Guinea Equatoria. Sorry, it was Guinea Equatoria, sorry. When FIFA realized that they acquire the passport illegally, I think they expelled them. So that is the issue. It's not this thing. It's about acquiring what passport illegally. The passport you are presenting, did you acquire it legally or illegal? There's also a case too that they're not talking about. It's a case of what? Of falsification of documents. There was a player that played for DR Congo against Nigeria. In that game, I don't want to mention, it took penalty. I don't want to mention the penalty that it took. There's allegation of him falsify them. I don't know, maybe him or DR Congo falsifying that document so that it can be cleared on time for him to play in those playoffs. So it is just like that. It now depends on what FIFA wants to do. But I'm just coming here to react to it because it's a trending story currently going on in Nigeria. So there are like two issues here. There's issue of falsification of documents, and also there's the issue of domestic law and FIFA law. The issue of domestic law and FIFA law is that do you acquire that passport legally? You know, people, you guys didn't know a country in Africa, I will not mention the country, they tried that law against Nigeria because of one player. But because Nigeria allow dual citizenship, that was how it worked. So that is just the summary of it. And I'm here. I will never come here and support. I told you here several times. If you have been following this program, been following this channel, I will never come here and support Ibrahim Gusso. I just realized that I'm getting so many DMs and people just think I should come and explain, maybe probably. So the issue on ground, what is going on? The issue on ground is falsification of documents. So it has to be proved, but based on what I'm hearing, and I'm going to say it here, it's not to support Ibrahim Gusso let NFF or say maybe the guy deserve or don't deserve. Based on what I'm hearing, there is a case. There's a case there, and they already notified them. There's a case there. They already been notified beforehand about that case, that this document is not right. But they went ahead to play that player. There's also the issue of domestic and FIFA law. So I'm not going to, I said it here that we did not start the World Cup qualifier well and don't even deserve to go. But I will not come here and run that you support Congo and this. No. I have to come here and balance the whole argument. It's a shame that we cannot finish first in that group. We finished second, we cannot go through the playoff. But if you look at the other side of it too, you cannot come and play a game with mercenaries. You cannot come and play a game with what? With mercenaries. So that is just the two sides to it. So it depends on how FIFA decides, but I'm just here to explain, and I'm here to say my own part of the story. Those that have been following me before will know I kept quiet on this story. I did not want to say much about it. I know a lot of things about it, but when the thing can't come out, that's say, okay, it's better for me to come out and actually explain the whole thing to you. And I want to appreciate you guys for your time. Thank you. I don't want, when I told you about the Eritrea situation, people call me I'm a broken record. It's because I take my time to look at situations very well before I even come out and join the bandwagon. A lot of people that know me very well, Uche is here. I've already told them about this thing before now. They know already before now. So I like to do my own investigation before I hear what come out. And that is it. There's issue of domestic versus FIFA. Is the passport acquired legally or is illegal? You must be able to provide that. If there's also falsification of documents to make a particular player play, they must provide that. The moment DR Congo can provide that evidence, then there's nothing, there's no case. They deserve to be there. Let them go and actually and play in that final. And before I even go, Nigeria is not the only country that submitted the petition. No. Sudan submitted. Sudan and Cameroon also submitted. But the issue is that Sudan situation don't pass because Sudan own came actually after the first round of the first round. They're already out. So the one valid is Cameroon and Nigeria. So it's not so. I just have to come and do justice to what is actually going on. So I have a super chat coming in with money. So by Benike said that so if there is a case of falsifying documents and fraud. Then DR Congo have a case to answer. The law, yeah, the law is the law. That is, thank you, Renegade. The law is the law. The is to ban the. That is it. I'm not going to come here. I don't support Ibrahim Gusso. I'm not doing PR for him, but I'm just here to talk about the law, and that is actually what the law. And talking about what has happened, actually what happened in the past. So it's just like that. It's just like that. You know, it's just like that. So that is. I think I was meant to say one final thing again. You know, about this case, and so people have been asking me that who we can't qualify. They normally, I don't know how people want to do it. If they are found guilty, they normally, you know, give their latest victim the slot. That is it. Their latest victim is the slot because they cannot really go back again. Latest victim the slot. That is actually what happened. So there's this question. I don't know, maybe there's any question I actually would have here. And so that is that. I'm not saying that there are this. I'm just coming out to say it. I know a lot about this case, you know, in the past. It's just that I don't want to come and join, because when we're already talking about the NFF, bashing the NFF, and I want to come and now put this story in there again, you know. But because it's actually down in the public domain, people, they have already said officially, and I know. And there's one thing I know about this case. I will not say it here. And the reason is because one Kenyan media already accused, you know, a particular body of trying to push Nigeria to the World Cup. So there's something I know about this case and I will not really be able to say, you know, about it, because at the end of the day, it's going to be like if say what the Kenyan media channel is saying is also this, you know, is similar to what is actually what's happening now. But let me just wrap up by saying this thing, because on a lighter note, if by the way of luck, because it's not Ibrahim Gusso, if some of these players have the chance to play at the World Cup, for me, I've been following World Cup qualifier series. This will be the biggest story ever, I think, in the history of football, in my own situation, because in the history of Nigerian football, let me just put it that way. You know, if you look at the way the qualifier series went, you know, drawing your first two games against Lesotho and Zimbabwe, losing to Benin Republic, you have to rally around again. Rwanda, beat Rwanda away, drawing last minute against Zimbabwe. You know, the Eritrea situation, when everybody don't know about the Eritrea, but I came here to explain the Eritrea situation for you. People think that it's FIFA that did that. It's not FIFA. The rule is the rule. And I also mentioned about, you know, I also discussed about, what's it called? I think, yeah, after the Eritrea, I talked about the South Africa point deduction. Yeah, actually, it happened. You know, people think that, oh, it's not going to happen. I want to lie to you, and I will say that this is a more straightforward case than the South Africa point deduction. And you know, so I don't want to join to that, but I just want to say this in that, you know, if the law is the law, if FIFA can see any window and say that, okay, oh, you know, DR Congo, because you did this, I'm going to fine you this money, I will even be happy with that. But I can tell you, this is a very, very serious case. This is a very, very serious case. And I'm going to tell you something. And I'm going to tell you something. By January ending / February, you will hear the result of the case. I'm not going to say more than that. By January ending, you're going to hear the result of the case. Yes, I understand Swahili. Let me just take this super chat quickly from Kingsley this thing. So I'm going to have to go now. Why is DR Congo still using? So the issue, they have to just continue, but the issue is that they have to continue. until they can until if FIFA now give judgment, and that means that those players becomes ineligible. If you remember the case of Eminalo Unsue of Guinea Equatorial, that was similar. So they were giving, like, they were investigating that case. I think who took that case? Was it Malawi? I think it was Malawi that took that case up about Unsue not being eligible. I think it was Malawi. So they were kept on investigating. The moment they stopped, when they actually they concluded their investigation, they gave judgment. So all the games, Iswe won the African, he won the, what's it called? He won this thing, he won the Golden Boot last AFCON. They didn't come and take the Golden Boot from him. They just look at his latest victim. That was it Tunisia? I think they played 2 or 3 games, they World Cup qualifiers. They took those 3 points away. That was what happened. So they will continue. Unsue to continue. The case was on during AFCON 2. Unsue 2 continued until after AFCON. So, I don't want us to drag this because people are thinking that, oh, it's NFF. No, I'm just talking about precedent and the law. If there's any window that I can do for Jack Coco to go, I would like it. Because I don't want this man to have any oath of going for second term. Our football don't finish. The female team is non-existent. I don't want to go into all those things. But Tunisia, thank you, Tunisia, thank you. But let me just say this thing, and I'm going to say it here. It might be very painful. It might be very painful. Some people might not want this thing to actually happen. And I will tell you where I think the pendulum will swing. And I will tell you. I think they are going to disqualify DR Congo. And if the punishment becomes too much, they will expel them. That is it. Thank you for your time. And I will see you again next time. I didn't announce this live, but 193 people actually watching. If there's any breaking news again, guys, I'll come and actually let you know. I'm talking beyond what is on what you can see here. What I'm talking is about what I know and what will happen. I just think so. But the issue is that if you look at it, you doesn't have to go to the World Cup. But thank you guys for your time, and I will see you again. Guys, just hold on for the AFCON countdown too. Good, and she will do the AFCON countdown probably on Thursday. Then we see exactly how it goes. So somebody say, okay, if I get sorry, how do we get notifications of your breaking news? So don't worry, I will immediately you see a breaking news too. Don't worry, I will come out and say about it. There's a lot of things to actually watch. So I think they challenge 6 players, but for me, I think 3 of them will be the ones that will probably actually be successful on. I think 3 of them. I think they challenge Noah Sadiki. I think Noah Sadiki own will be DR Congo will defend Noah Sadiki because his age is just 20 years of age. DR Congo will defend what Noah Sadiki own because he's not up to 21. So guys, thank you guys for your time. I've spent 24 minutes actually here. I will see you again. I will try and see if I can put the notification bell actually on notification button so that you guys can actually be able to let's say to actually to be aware when I'm live. So I will see you again. Thank you for your time. God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria too. Thank you.